I look like one of those bags of bologna.
Pow! Yeah, I mean, I think these are still like
Mediums.
mediums, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just medium. It's not on the small side. Well, welcome back to episode 18 of Property Pairings. I'm Eric Kinzler.
And Mike Pavone. I usually aim for an oh god and an eye roll. At least try to get one at least once a day out of Eric. And we were talking. I got a call from a client about looking at like if he needed like for defending his family or whatever, because he had like people lighting fires off in the common area behind his house.
Oh no.
Yeah, like kind of transient people, and he's kind of really nervous about that. And then I made the comment is like, I'm always packing. I got cut and boom here, and I got a huge eye roll out of him.
Yeah.
That's worthy of one for sure.
It was like lines have been crossed. That's like, of all the ones, there's been several, but it was just like, I don't think the eye roll could have gotten any larger.
Well, when it's the inertia of the eye roll carries into his head following along with it, it's like,
Yeah.
like the gift.
We were like looking at each other while we were talking, and I immediately was like, eye roll, head turning the chair back to look at my computer.
I think I did give a victory fist pump, arm pump kind of thing. Mission accomplished.
Cut and boom. I was like, no.
Please get that.
Wait, what were the two words you said?
Like kaboom.
Oh,
So he goes,
and boom.
yeah, he was like, but I got cut and boom.
Like
over
locked
it.
and loaded, cut and boom. No.
No, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Sitting here with the first word.
I need like an overlay that's like pow. Oh, you should have the like kaboom. Do it.
Kaboom.
Give me a little more time. Do it slow.
Kaboom.
And then the Batman kaboom.
Get some sort of effect in there.
Yeah.
Can you do
well,
like
like the
something-
old timey cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Or not cartoons. Was it cartoons and the real ones?
The
right?
real ones too, because the one that everyone's familiar with is Adam West Batman,
Mhm.
and that's the one with the like cheesy little.
Yeah, all the
Pop up.
sounds and stuff. Yeah.
But can you do one with him with Robin? Find like a little Robin thing.
Pow. This was 3 weeks in a row of going like every morning at 5:50.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is early.
It is early.
So what do you like? Large now?
Yeah, I mean, I think these are still like
Mediums?
mediums. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not medium. It's not on the small side. Maybe it is. I don't know. So here's what I'll do. When they don't fit anymore, I'll just wash them all on like hot and throw them on high heat in the dryer and then give them to Jared. So it's not like it goes to waste. And he gets a whole new wardrobe. It's a win-win. Yeah. That happens sometimes. My sweaters.
Hey, it's perfect for you now.
Yeah, there was one though that accidentally got in with another, because I typically take them to the dry cleaner,
Mhm.
but I got in with like, I don't know, the sheets or something, because it was right next to the dry cleaning. And I pull out the sweater and it was like, it wouldn't even fit Ashton. It was tiny.
I did that once too. I didn't catch an article of clothing that went into the laundry for me too. I caught it though coming out of the wash, and I think I washed it on cold anyways, but there's like a little bit of hot water that goes in there sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyways, before it goes in the dryer, and I caught it, I'm like, no. I'm like, maybe I can fix this. So I put it on, trying to like, can I stretch this thing back
Yeah.
out? Nah.
Yeah. Once it's done, it's done.
I look like one of those bags of bologna where the packaging is super tight and it's like it's all the wrinkles and stuff. Like this isn't.
Yeah.
It's pulling too tight. It's squeezing everything the wrong way.
It has been kind of an okay week. There hasn't been any like craziness.
I don't think so. No, this week was pretty good.
Allison's on vacation.
That's why it's better.
She's gonna love that.
No, we miss her.
Yeah.
She's actually been working while she's been on vacation, so
She does
checking in on things and all that. But it was no. Most of my issues this week were with the family. It was Clark got spasmodic torticollis, which is a fancy way of saying pulled muscle.
Oh.
So when we did last week's podcast, he was kind of a little off at the little field trip thing. Didn't think anything of it. And by that night, he's like this. And all through the weekend, we were trying hot compresses, heat, cold, pain relievers, trying to adjust how he's sleeping, Epsom salt baths to try to like loosen it up, not working. Finally, we had to go to the urgent care on Monday or Tuesday.
At what time?
It was only three something, which
Yeah.
was good. Because usually I seem to find myself in these places at like 11 o'clock at night.
Until 3 something.
In the morning, yeah, I'm wrecked. But this time I was like, oh, good, it's only 3:30. And he had to get, basically it's Valium in order to help the muscle relaxing component. And they're like, just give him enough until it starts to abate and go away. So like we have a whole bunch of extra because we only gave him, I think, 2 or 3 doses, maybe 3. And then he started to kind of like unclench, but that was the whole week. And the poor guy was like this for like 3 days straight, 4 days straight. We could not get it to loosen up. So that wasn't fun.
Now he's
He's back to, but now loose tooth.
Oh,
First one.
nice.
Yep. He goes, ow, my tooth hurts. And I thought he chipped it. And so I didn't see anything though. So send him to school, not that you need to stay home because you have a loose tooth,
Yeah.
but he comes home. I pick him up that afternoon and we're doing snack. He's like, no, my tooth still hurts. I'm like, all right, let me take another look. And the tooth's wiggling. And I'm like, I'm not ready for this. And he's all like, I'm going to be drinking through a straw through this gap in my teeth. I'm like, I'm going to get a big kid tooth now.
That makes me think of a story. So yesterday I went to go drop off a 1-year anniversary gift to some of my really good, my first friends in Seattle. And her daughter just lost her second tooth up, like just before I got there. So she has no front teeth.
Like that day?
Yeah. Like seconds before I got there, they came
Huh.
out. Yeah. So she was just like, I just lost my other. And she was really excited. And so I was asking her, I was like, is the tooth fairy going to come? And she was like, yeah. And it was like, does the tooth fairy give you $100?
That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm like, I'm looking at my wife, like, what's the conversion right now for tooth fairy for teeth and money? Because back when I was a kid, it was like a quarter.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Same.
$1.
Yeah.
Those quarters.
Now I'm hearing like $5, $20.
Oh, yeah. No.
I've heard crazy. Like, you want to talk about things that are not immune to inflation? The tooth fairy is one of them.
She's ripping me off right now. So like I'm looking at Julia. I was like, do I need to go like take out a loan to go do this tooth fairy thing?
My friend was like, nope, the tooth fairy's only giving $1. Or the tooth fairy gives $1. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm thinking of the Medina tooth fairies. And she's just looking at me like, shut up. Yeah, exactly. I could get 100. I was like, I think you get more because you lost 2.
Uncle Eric's not coming around the kids when we're losing teeth.
Yeah.
No, just gonna instigate it.
Hey, I heard some of your friends, Clark, they're getting $100 a tooth.
Oh, yeah. No, when he loses the tooth, maybe a little bit before, I'm going to hide some money somewhere. And I'll be like, I heard the tooth fairy left you more money. Did you check behind in this book or whatever? And he's going to go and open it. It's going to be like $100.
And the thing that we're working through right now is like it's a novelty, right? He's really excited. But like, let's be real, like as you get older, like losing your teeth isn't fun.
No.
It hurts.
Yeah.
So like right now, this is all exciting. I'm like, hey, buddy, daddy can go get a pair of pliers. We can do this right now. No, I'm like, I'm joking.
Yeah. The dental floss, the door slam.
Yeah, let's do this. He tried to bite into an apple. That didn't work.
I'm excited to see if he's going to be like, hey, Ashton, let's see if we can't get you to get some loose teeth. Because Ashton's going to want to lose teeth, right? When Clark gets $1, Ashton's going to be like, these got to come out.
We're not even like knee deep in this right now. We're like up to here with even just laying down at night. We have bedtime routine with the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because Julia's usually helping Blair get down, it's me with the boys. and we'll read a story together. We're reading out of chapter books, and we'll read to them, or they'll read, and then they'll split, go to their rooms, and I'll spend some time in one room and then the other. And regardless of whose room I am in, when I go to the other's room, what did you do with Clark? I laid in bed with him. But what else did you do? I asked him how his day, like he quizzes me. And a couple days ago, he's like, well, that's not all you did. Like, what do you mean it's not all I did? Well, I saw the light come on in the room from your phone. So what were you doing on your phone? I was reading an email. I was ignoring Uncle Eric because he was trying to call me, and I was like, no.
Surprise.
So,
Mike could be like, spam call. This is Mike. Eric call. This is Mike Pavone from Windermere Real Estate.
I'm just competing for any attention I can get out of the kids right now. Uncle Eric calls like Blair will knock Julia over to break through the door just to come into the room and say hi. So
FaceTime calls are the best. Kids are insane. I love it.
But yeah, that was the exciting part of this week.
We had closing today, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
Some out-of-state clients. Colorado.
Cheers to that.
Colorado?
Cheers.
Cheers.
California.
California.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a fun story too. He's armed forces and they've moved around a lot. We did a VA purchase, and one of the first things he said to me is, "Look, I got to be honest with you, Mike. We've bought many and sold many homes before, and never in all of the transactions that we've ever had has the broker, the realtor, ever found the house for us." So
Yeah, I think you touched on
right,
this before.
he was very much like, just so you know, like we're cool with that. What we really are looking for is your knowledge and expertise, the negotiations, all those other things. And I just was like, yeah, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
And so we have a closing gift, and I told them I'm going to do a victory strut down their driveway when it comes time to give them that, reminding him, he said that no broker has ever found their house for them. And then I said, can you put that in a testimony? And they said, we'll be happy to do that.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be good.
Get it
Yeah.
on the website.
Yeah.
Yep, for posterity.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm excited for them though. It's like, it's not the most updated house in like the latest trending finishes and all that, but man, that place is clean.
Yeah.
Like they can just move in and start living. It's really cool. It's a nice house. It's a cool place.
I went to a broker's open yesterday. It's like a $7-something million house, and it's a football star. I don't know who he is. I'm just don't follow. It's a huge house though, right?
Yeah.
So it's on the right-hand side. It's like the game room, the bar. You walk into the bathroom, black sink, black toilet, black urinal, and I was like, it's got a urinal. That was probably my most excited thing while I was there. Yeah, it had pool. It was like private and gated, close to Lake of the Woods. So it made me think of Lucian and Jessica.
Oh yeah. Some of
It's
those,
like, I wonder how their remodel went.
I'll have to check in with them actually
Yeah.
on that one, because
Yeah.
the last time I spoke with them was maybe about a month ago,
Oh, okay.
and we never touched on that. We were touching on dealing with the whole ingress and egress and easement thing.
Oh. That's the fourth ingress and egress thing just in the past 30 days, right?
The short on this one is they have this road that's been pushed in by I've known them since high school, since we were like 14, helped them buy this house. And it's one of those situations where everybody on the block gets along great except that one neighbor. And there is like a shoulder down the road, and then there's like on either side. And the guy was like, because one of the neighbors' patio pavers were going into the easement, the guy was over there removing the pavers from the guy's driveway. And then the guy's like, hey, you need to stop. And he's doing it with like a bobcat or something like that. And the guy, the crazy neighbor, drove over the guy's foot. Yeah.
My gosh.
So we were more focused on talking through
Yeah,
that
that's
kind of
awesome.
stuff.
I didn't even know that. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah. It's all kinds of people out there. But that's not one I expected to hear in my tenure in real estate. Is, oh yeah, we've got the guy over there who drove over people's feet. So yeah, so we had that closing. That was good.
We have an inspection response that we're going to be doing on Carnation,
Mhm.
which should be fine. Totem Lake went under contract.
And we're coming on with another one.
Oh yeah, we came on with the Renton condo.
Yep, that came on. And
And
we're spinning up for
a couple of others that we
Yeah.
can't say.
a couple other ones. So
What do we mean inspection response versus just inspection? Is that like stuff came back on the inspection and now you
Well,
a second
yeah.
look
So
to it?
our typical operating procedures when we're getting ready to bring a listing on, we'll do a seller procured like pre-inspection of the home, and that's whether it's the seller conducting one or a buyer conducting one, it's the same kind of rules apply, the same kind of level of due diligence, and not all inspectors are the same. So we've kind of gravitated towards ones that we feel are very thorough on all of that. So for this one, we did that. It identified a number of items that needed to be addressed. We prioritized those things. We remediated and corrected a lot of those items. And we chose the most expensive ones and worked our way down first, life safety and all that. The buyer that we went under contract with, she really wanted to do her own inspection as well. So even though we had procured one, she wanted to do one. In preparation for a counter on that offer that she submitted, like, look, we've already expended, quite a bit in the way of resources, time, and energy in order to fix these things, and we've noted it. We've got the receipts and all of that. We're not revisiting anything unless it's something essentially we may have already touched, and like there was a tightening of something down or a cleaning of something that needed to be done. And
Or if they found like an additional life safety thing that their inspector caught that ours did, which wasn't the case.
which wasn't the case.
But we always fix those things first anyway on our own inspections.
And so that really what to kind of the root of your question though is it was a buyer writing an offer on our listing and wanted to include their own inspection. And so what they do is they do their inspection and then they give you a response. And that response is usually there's a form for this because there's a form for everything in our line of work. And so that had the requested items on there. And we kind of digested through what those were and what does it make sense. And one of them was like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
It's not a life safety. It's more of a in the life safety in the kind of the convention, like am I going to electrocute myself or something like that. It's like it's been there. You saw it when it was a cat. It was a pet door. We're not replacing the door that the pet door is in.
Right.
Yeah.
You've seen it. It was there when you walked the property. That's going to stay. So
Yeah.
we'll work our way through those and be
Yeah.
done with it.
One's just like dryer duct cleaning. And the funny thing is it's so there's the hose that goes from the vent from the dryer and then it goes almost directly outside. It's probably like 7 inches before you reach outside. It's like, yeah, we'll clean that. That's we could use a brush and
I mean, it's this
blow
thing isn't
air.
being like up through the attic to get outside.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's through an
It's
exterior
like,
wall.
It's like ground level, exterior wall, then
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If you try to like clean through that thing, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be past that hopefully today.
That's where we should have stuck the water hose
It was,
Is this the same house?
through. Yeah,
but it was funnier handing it to you.
I know. All of the hindsight's 20. Next time we're prepared though.
Oh yeah, we're not making that mistake next time. We call it a mistake. Like we're just gonna default, shut the water off, drain the house down, and then do the disconnect.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. God. Doing some open houses this weekend in my neighborhood, which is good. Did some last weekend too. Oh, Father's Day was Mike got to go to the Mariners game, but it was like complete opposite of what we talked about on Friday. It's like Father's Day was going to be this whole like we're all going to the Mariners game, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then it was like
Clark has his thing. Julia's like, well, also I can stay home with Clark and you can take Blair and Ashton. It's like, You want me to take our 2-year-old who doesn't want to be with me to begin with to a Mariners game and try to keep her corralled on the 300 level?
Good luck.
When it's like this there to climb the stairs, I'm like, nah, I'll take Ashton. So we get there.
Well, Clark's at home on drugs.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean we can't all go? So, but actually, the better for it. Like, it was, we had a good time. We got there, had a park like 10 blocks away because everything was full. But I got it for $15. And then Ashton was like, my feet hurt. I was like, we haven't even left the parking lot yet. Can you carry me? Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm walking down the street holding him on my shoulders. And he's like, can you put me down? And then he takes off at a run, like, let's race. And I'm like, you can't be like, ready, set, go.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little faster than I thought. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to catch him.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to start getting out there losing some weight because he took off. And I was like, I'm struggling to catch him.
Yeah, he's getting tall.
He's getting fast.
Yeah.
We get all the way to the stadium there. The Mariners had already hit a grand slam. We missed that. And then he wanted some soft serve.
Of course.
So we got that. And he wanted a miniature Mariner moose. So by the time we made it to our seats, it was already in the 3rd inning.
3rd inning and $40 in.
We had gift cards.
Nice.
I was $15 in so far.
There we
Nice.
go. Just for the parking.
But I'm not used to the baseball games. And even though this is kind of old news now, I'm not used to the shot clock. Or they don't call it a shot clock,
Pitch
whatever.
clock.
Pitch clock.
Oh, yeah.
The
So they're
games go
fast.
so fast.
Much faster. Yeah.
And like I am happy about that, but like it was like we get into our seats by the bottom of the 3rd or whatever, and then the next thing I look up, it's like we're already in the 5th, and then we're in the 6th, and then somewhere in the bottom of the 7th or top of the 8th, Ashton's like, I want a hot dog. It's like, well, buddy, at the rate they're going, we gotta go. We gotta go get it. And we couldn't find any of the stands. Oh, they had done the hot dogs from heaven thing where they were chucking hot dogs off the third
Oh,
floor. And have you ever seen that?
No.
I never either. They're playing some 80s song about something in heaven, and then they're throwing hot dogs from the 3rd floor all the way around the entire baseball stadium.
Real hot dogs.
Real hot dogs
What
in
is
wrap
those things? Yeah, wrap,
with
little parachutes.
little parachutes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's cool.
Yeah,
And
I've
I'm like,
seen. I've
I
seen
look,
that.
I can only. I'm like, oh well, they're just doing it over there, and then you look over, and they're doing it in the entire stadium. And Ash's like, well, why don't we get one? I was like, I can't guarantee we would get one, and 2, we're above where they're throwing them off. So he's like, well, I want a hot dog.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting a corn dog and thought it was the most amazing thing ever. So
My nephew got a corn dog the other day. I went over there after golfing in Maple Valley. They had this little like fair going on. So I like walked around with them, and then he's hungry, gets him a corn dog. Only eats the breading around the dog.
what?
I used to do that when I was a kid.
He's like, "This is so good." We're like, "Buddy, you're just eating the bread."
Yeah.
Of course, it's good.
You're basically just eating the funnel cake around it.
Yeah, the little corn.
I would always corn dogs were good. I always crushed them, but I was for whatever reason I was always terrified of biting into the stick somehow. And like
Yeah.
I don't know why. As a kid, I'm like, don't bite into the stick.
So you had to push it up. Like
Yeah,
push
or,
pop.
yeah. I think that's what I did. Yeah, that was what I did. Yeah, because he had that little nub of dough,
Yeah.
crusty dough at the bottom.
Yeah.
He loved it. It was good. We got home, and then they wanted dessert or something. We already had.
Yeah, here they have ice cream. But
Yeah.
it's so like once one kid hears, "Oh, Ashton got ice cream at the game," I need ice cream.
I was in the yard yesterday, like mowing or weeding or something, and Clark had a popsicle. And I'm at the other end of the yard, so like you need to call me. Basically, I'm that far away.
Well, yeah, now that you have 2 properties.
Yeah.
going-
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
basically. And from the other end, at the top of his lungs, Ashton says, "Daddy, did Clark have not a hot dog, a popsicle?" I go, "What? Did Clark have a popsicle?" And he said, "Well, yeah. Can I have one?" And I'm like, I already see where this is going. Yeah, sure, you're good. So he gets one. And then Blair. Yeah, Blair, you can have one too.
Yeah. She just. This is how I guess like the female look is established, right? It's at 2 years old. She's just like.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, no, I know. Yep, definitely.
She got her hot. I keep saying hot dog. She got her popsicle. then happy as a clam. I'm like, what just happened?
You got extorted.
Yeah.
I see where it comes from. The focus on these things.
She was like, 2 yeses is a guaranteed third yes. It's like you get people to say yes.
Yeah.
And then yes again, and then you ask the hard question, and it's like, yes.
You're not gonna now start saying no to me.
Yeah, there's no way.
That would be crazy.
God, yeah, kids, they're so great.
I went and had, have you been to Minamoto in Bellevue?
No, but you've talked about that being like one of your spots.
Yeah, I went there last night. Yeah, Jared and I did with a couple of my clients.
Sushi's place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get like 2 or 3 flights from Japan a week.
Mm.
So we went there. We're good friends is the wrong word, but like the manager for sure knows us. We walk in, it's like hugs, and so it's fun.
Yeah.
So we were there with a couple of my clients, but they're friends too. They're really, really nice, down to earth people, and so we were catching up with them and ordered a ton of nigiri,
Mm.
and it was
Was it
delicious.
nigiri or sashimi?
No, it was
Which is the one on
sashimi.
Which is the one on rice?
But then we had rice is nigiri,
That's what I
but then we had nigiri follow up because we needed more food. So yeah, it was solid.
Nice.
Everything is so good. Fatty tuna, salmon, volcano roll, which is like avocado and like delicious tuna inside of it. My mouth is watering just thinking about it.
Because you know how people will like you're saying it in a much more humble way.
Yeah.
But there are those people that come off very entitled of like, well, like, are you sure we can't go get that table? Like, can you go ask John? Like, I know John, the owner. If you didn't, I know it's your first day. You know, like just so demeaning to these.
Is
like,
John here? Maybe Sarah.
Wait staff, yeah.
Yeah. No, I would never do that. There's no way.
Not even at Matador.
Not even at Matador. Yeah, there's a bartender there who's not my favorite because he doesn't know my drink, and he's served me several times. I don't know what his name is.
Oh.
I just know he's not my favorite. I know the rest of them.
White guy with the beard.
No. Is he at the Matador in Redmond?
He was. He might not be anymore.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. No. Yeah. There's
I would love to be a fly on the wall if that, the next time that happens. Because Eric has a look that comes over his face if he's had to repeat himself multiple times.
Oh, I can literally already see this happening in my head. Like he comes over to him, and the guy knows Eric's face, and he comes over and he's like, "Hey, welcome back.
What was your name?
What can I get for you?" And then Eric's like, "I'll have a mezcal margarita." It's like the same thing every time.
Okay, probably yes.
Or
I'm very
Cadillac, whatever you
pleasant. I'm
get.
very
Yeah.
pleasant, and I'm like, Cadillac with tahini, please. Thank you. See?
There is there's no smile. I've watched him on phone calls when he's got to deal with someone, maybe opposing side or something like that, and I look over and it's like, he's like, "No, I said X, Y, and Z." It's like, whoa.
Sometimes I do. It depends on who's on the other side, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go into mic mode. Less is more. And then sometimes I'm like, chatty Cathy.
It's even fun to listen. Yesterday, I think you did this. You got 2 calls, one consecutively, and one call was more transactional in nature, very one way. The next call, "Oh, hey, Mary, how are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I do, yeah, for sure.
Did you see me do the double take?
I didn't see you do the double take. I was just like, oh, Mary's calling.
I did one of these. Where did that come from?
Well, good afternoon, Mary. How are you?
The hospitality voice.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should do that with you. It was startling.
Yeah.
It was pretty pronounced yesterday.
Well, it's like sometimes you get spam calls or something
Right.
else. Or it might have even been someone on the other side. It's just like you can get regular. There's only so much umph you're going to get.
For sure.
And so you save that for different people.
Do I do that? Is
Oh, it was a septic guy.
that what it was?
Yeah. That was the difference. It was septic guy versus Mary.
Do
For
I
sure, Mary's.
do I do that?
Do you have
Do
different?
that? Yeah. Do I?
This is Mike. This is Mike. And then there's like, what up? Or, hey man. Or there's like, yeah, you
Yes,
have
there's
different
different
responses for
greetings
people.
for depending on who it is.
Yeah, you
Like,
have to.
You have to.
I
But
don't have different greetings for
I
other
mean,
people.
he called me yesterday, and it's like, I know his name pops up on my phone, so I'm not gonna be like, hey, this is Jake. I'm like, hey, Eric. Like that.
Yeah.
Like we live in 2025. My phone has caller ID.
Yeah.
You know, even Siri sometimes if I don't have the number saved, it'll be like maybe Mike Pavone.
I'm
So
gonna.
then I might answer but if I don't have a program, I'd be like, Mike.
I should be more conscientious of that. I didn't know. I do that, don't I?
Yeah.
But I don't do the voice change. I think as much.
Just depends on who you're talking to.
It was this like Samuel L.
changed-
Jackson voice right now, and then it immediately turned into like, "Hey,
Yeah, I definitely do that.
Yeah.
what else?"
And then, I don't know. What do you have going on this weekend?
Got those showings.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be up and down basically from 405 to 522, kind of that whole 405 corridor.
Is part of 405 still closed?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh God, I hope not.
It's been crazy lately. They've had it closed from like Coal Creek down to like Renton on some days.
Oh,
Oh,
fortunately,
I saw that. Yeah.
fortunately, I don't have to go down there.
Oh, okay.
I'll be basically we're looking at
522's the other way, like Monroe.
we're looking in like Rose Hill through to Woodinville.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just on the inside.
And then I was like, oh, maybe this is one of those free weekends. I was like, I don't think we have any birthday parties. And I go look at mine. No, we do.
You're like, we didn't 2 days ago, and now we have 4?
And it's a pool one.
Oh.
Outside.
So you get to go swimming.
I'm gonna.
You're for sure you're going to be the swimmer.
I don't want to. It's not warm enough yet, right? Like today's 64,
Barely.
whatever it is.
Yeah. It's
And it's
chilly.
an outside pool party at the place where like Clark's I think done it before.
Yeah.
So
It's
like
always in
once,
July.
but once you're in the water, yeah, and that's in July. This is in June. Once you're in the water, it's a heated pool, so like that part's not so bad.
Yeah.
But it's
And then
the
it's like your top half.
yeah.
It's slight breeze, and you're like, oh, it's not. If it's not in the 80s.
And it'd be like one thing is like an adult, like you're kind of treading water, or like you'll go to where you're like warm and comfortable, but like with little ones,
Right.
You're not in
You're-
the deep end.
no, you're up in the where they're jumping off and throwing them in the air and things like that.
Constantly getting cold splashed.
Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Super excited. But yeah,
I have my mom coming up, so she'll be in town for a little bit, and then like 2 days after that, my dad's coming up, so he'll be in town for a few days too. Like I think the 4th through the 12th, so he'll be here almost a week.
what bonus projects is he gonna do?
I think I'm gonna have him help me. I need to like pressure wash my decks, and there's some rotted boards that I need to swap out. So I think we'll probably do that.
He's super good at that stuff.
Yeah, I know. And then we'll have to paint it and all that fun stuff. So that'll probably be more projects around the house. But yeah, my mom hasn't been up here in like 4 years, so that'll be really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
So, because the last time I remember her being up here was when we did that listing up in Bothell.
Yeah.
For
Oh.
the Powers listing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the last time she was up here?
Yeah, but she had cancer, and it was like extreme chemo and radiation, so it's hard for her to travel for a while. So they're actually like driving up, so that way they can just stop whenever and she can get out. And so but they're gonna make like a road trip and stop some places and stuff too.
I didn't know
Also
they were
from
driving up.
Texas, or
Yeah, so it's gonna be drive up and drive back.
yeah, that's a long drive.
I know. They're like road trippy people though, so should be good. I could probably walk to my dad's house from my mom's house, and I could get there in like 30 minutes.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Yeah,
not
that's really close.
yeah, it's pretty close by, which is really interesting.
When he said that, my brain was thinking, is that like on Eric legs? Because if it was Mike legs, would it be like 45 minutes?
always running.
He walks so fast.
I've been with some fast walkers where I'm like, dude, we're like window shopping. Like we're not trying to make a reservation. Like relax.
When he walks, it's like he's purposely adding an extra 6 or 12 inches to his gait. Like if he knows you're with him.
That's just how
Regular people walk like this, but him, he's like
trying to catch a flight.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you when I get to the car.
That's why I'm always early. Because I'm a quick walker.
Like we're going to Burger Master. Like we don't have to. It'll be there.
People don't know that they're in competition with me always.
We talked about this on the highway.
It's everywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I could tell if someone else is at Costco and I have to buy my stuff too, and I can tell we're both headed to the same checkout. There's no way they're getting in front of me.
He kicks into those really long strides and just
Oh, rogue cart! Dang it! Sorry.
he just lets that thing
Grab
go.
that quick.
Just hop onto it and slide forward. Tokyo drift into the spot. Oh, were you waiting in line? Looked like you were looking at the snacks.
I could see you doing that.
No, but I do for sure. Just pick up the stride a little bit and immediately. It's not like we're both gunning for it, but I can tell they're going, and I'm like, no, you like shopped Costco. I have 10 things.
Let me ask you a question. A couple of days ago, we're leaving the office. I purposely parked right at the entrance to the garage so I could go dip out, straight out, and you went into your normal parking spot. Did it bother you that I got out first?
No, because we were going somewhere. Oh, we were going to Mason's thing. Yeah.
Because as I'm going to my car, I'm like, I bet you. Because he always parks in this one spot, basically, all the time. It's like, I'm going to get out of there first. I bet you he's trying to get to his car faster than I can, but he doesn't know where I parked. So I get out there, and I'm at the light waiting to turn right, and right behind me.
Yeah, I got my car back. I'm not in the rental anymore. So yeah, we're going to like a educational social networking mixer thing. So in that, I didn't need to be first because I'm not trying to walk in there and not know anyone. So I'd rather. I was like, I'll let Mike win.
Okay.
I could beat you. My car could beat you for sure.
I know it's a very nice car.
You went a different way than what I would have gone to get there, but I was like, we can take the longer route. That's fine.
He's competitive.
I can tell. Oh, something good for you to know for your kids tomorrow. It's free slice day at Pagliacci's, 11 to 3 p.m.
Good to know. Wait, I'm showing.
Well,
I can get there before 3.
Yeah.
Is it the chicken morel?
Yeah, that's the one I had. Chicken sausage with morel, mushrooms.
That one's good.
I had to make sure it was on a red sauce because I like red sauce more. I think pizzas without a red sauce are flatbreads and shouldn't be called pizza to begin with.
Really?
It's got to have red sauce. Otherwise, it's flatbread.
It's a
Breakfast pizza.
specialty
Get
pizza.
out of here. That's
What's your stance on cinnamon pizzas? The cinnamon, like Papa Murphy's.
The like dessert ones.
That's not a pizza. Just because you cut it into triangles doesn't make it a pizza.
Yeah, might as well be a sweet quesadilla.
A pizza is red sauce with toppings.
Is that in literally the definition of a pizza?
That's Eric's definition of
Oh.
a pizza. Yeah.
I will say free slice day. I do think it's limited to like literally cheese or pepperoni. Like I don't think you're gonna be able to do a special.
Well, do you remember? Maybe
for
this
free at least.
this might be before your time, but in like the mid '90s, there was this, or maybe it's mid '90s or early '90s. There was like, I think it was Coke or Pepsi had this like, drink enough of our product, I think is what it was, and if you get 1 million points or whatever, we'll give you a Harrier jump jet. Did you guys hear about this?
A what?
It's a type of jet, right?
Oh, okay.
So some guy did it, and there was no disclaimer, and so they took him to court. Like, hey, where's my Harrier jump jet? Your ad says I get a Harrier jump jet if I get 1 million points or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And their response was, we didn't think anyone would do it.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I did because he gamed the system. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah,
There was a whole documentary on it.
probably. Yeah, that's probably where false advertising came in.
Oh yeah, they had
Yeah.
they settled. They
Yeah.
had to settle because they had promised a jet.
That's wild. I don't know when exactly that took place, but I do remember during my childhood there was like a My Coke Rewards thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like my parents drank so much Diet Coke, and so I would like cut out like there would be a code on the bottom of like the Costco flat, so you could get the My Coke Rewards, and I would always make sure they saved it for me. So I like created an account online. I'm redeeming the points. It's probably that like sort of thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm doing it as a kid, and I didn't get up to like $1 million or whatever, but definitely enough where like I got some like cool free prizes.
Like trip to Hawaii or something
Yeah.
like that.
No, I didn't make that much. but
See how I know that there's
like, some
definitely
free
But you're like,
toys and
I got
stuff
the
as a
hat,
kid.
the
Yeah.
branded Coca-Cola hat.
Yeah.
because if I was telling that story, it'd have been like, yeah, I had to cut them off and cut them out and then put them in an envelope and mail them off. You're like, no, I made a thing online.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you had to cut things out. And
Mhm.
like
or it
red
was like on the inside of the bottle cap.
or
Mhm.
inside of the box, like Red Baron Pizza did that. My dad had like dominoes and cards and stuff from frozen pizzas that we would eat.
How many loyalty accounts is too many?
More than
I used to think I needed them, and then I just stopped doing all of them. Do you want to? We go to Ace all the time. Do you want an Ace whatever account? No.
Yeah.
Everything's no.
it's only if do I save something?
Yeah, if it's
Like-
free,
like at
and it saves me
QFC,
something, it's it's
That's
two-factor.
$3 more for something if you don't have the thing.
Yeah, and it's free. You just enter your phone number.
So on those, you have to use like QFC and Safeway and stuff.
Does Minamoto have a card? Or Matador?
No. Matador has like a loyalty program. Yeah, for sure.
Are you like platinum?
There's been several times where I will cash in my points.
Get,
So
like,
I
free
know the
case on your
owner.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not like it's not an I know the owner. It's just like, hey, looks like I have $150 worth of like credits that I've been saving up. I haven't been to Matador though in like 3 weeks.
What's wrong?
Well, I'm not stopping after work as much anymore
Oh.
because I have to get up at 5:50 in the morning and having a margarita and trying to get up at 5:50 in the morning because it's not one margarita. And then trying to get up in the morning, it's like, no.
When he makes his margaritas, so good, but in the moment you're like, this is amazing, nectar of the gods,
Yeah.
and then the next morning is like, too much citrus, my body's on overload.
Well, you tried to stay like margarita to margarita with me, which was your problem.
I succeeded.
You did, but then you were like heartburn or whatever from all the acid. And I'm like,
He
I'm
buys
Mexican.
Costco things of limes. Like I must have consumed what 7, 8 limes.
We had a lot of margaritas in Chilean for sure.
I don't need to do that again. I didn't like. You don't realize it, right?
Yeah.
And you're drinking and you're having it. And it's hot out, and although we did it in a little bit more compressed time frame, it was good. But I have never. Margarita is not something that I have gone too far on, right?
Mhm.
Like wine or beer, that was pretty more typical. Like, oh, you drank too much that night. But like a margarita was never one of them. That was the first time I got like that on a margarita.
Yeah.
So I don't need to do that again. Water's good.
Typical Friday night. No, not that bad.
Well, thank you for joining us here on episode 18 of Property Pairings. I'm Salt, and that's Pepper.
Peppa.
Remember to click like and subscribe.
Cheers.
We'll cut that section out.
Bag of bologna. That's the first time I've heard that. Now. Are you Charlie Brown?
Well,
'Cause
who
of your
would you
shirt?
be then?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because of my shirt. Linus? Wait, is he the dirty one?
I would rather be Snoopy than Linus.
Pepper Ann?
No.
Peppermint Patty? Peppermint Patty.
I think
I don't remember the characters.
I don't remember her. I think there was Patty. I think there was Lucy.
Lucy's the
Lucy.
one that always
She
holds the
was-
ball and then lets him go to kick it and he misses it.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
jerk.
Yeah, but I'm not going to call you Lucy. Linus. Or, yeah, the shirt would be...
Yeah,
a
the
good
shirt's
one.
very Charlie.
Because I was going to go salt and pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Were we again 18?
Just do that.
I forgot for a minute. Well, thank you for joining us here on episode 18. I'm Salt and this is Pepper. Actually, I missed the name of our thing. Property pairings.
Yeah.
Forgot to do that. I'll do that again. I've been trying to remember. That's the thing.
Great.
Okay.
And I realized as soon as I didn't say it.
Salt and pepper. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.